Welcome, welcome, cardboard lovers. We're so ready for that.
No.
We're so thrilled to have you along with our journey in this world of Magic the Gathering. I am one of your hosts, and definitely not the threat, Nigel.
And I am Ruby, here to play Mono Red.
Mono Red. Is that? I think you started playing Mono Red and not Mono Red, but Red and White.
Yeah, red and white, but Mono Red has my heart.
Special place in your heart.
Special place, yeah.
Well, we're here. Well, this is the Cozy Magic Podcast with a Z, and we're just here, have a lot of fun talking about magic, sharing our love with magic with a lot of different people, and just being a welcoming place to talk about magic, which might be a little bit harder sometimes when there's so much magic.
There's a lot.
There's a lot about magic.
Yeah.
To go into.
But again, welcome to the Commander format of Magic Podcast.
You're not going to let that die,
No,
are
I'm
you?
not.
Oh, it's good.
It's casual
It's
and
good.
it's social, and we're here.
Absolutely. We're not real lawyers.
No.
We're not deck building experts. We're not, pro players. We try to get better. We try to get better.
Not even close.
We're just here to have a good time, share the love of magic.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Welcome.
What's new with you? Something outside the world of incredible world of magic.
Outside of magic,
Yeah.
honestly, I kind of spend all of my time online anyway.
Yeah. I just created TikTok, right? For this.
You did.
Yep.
Have you spent time scrolling?
A little bit, and this is one like lady who there's a lot of like challenges and stuff, but this girl who's like looking for a guy in finance, trust fund, 6'5", blue eyes, and then what you said? Wait, say blue eyes again?
Yes, blue eyes.
Yeah, because she says it in like a pseudo
says it.
blue eyes, and there are people like remixing it and making like a lot of like
Like the club remixes.
Yeah, and like
I'm
really
looking for a man in finance.
Trust fund, 6'5". It's just catchy. So that's something that's
Oh no!
been going through my head.
Welcome
it's
to a lot of TikTok where you'll have something in your head for 7 days straight.
Yeah.
You try and sleep and it's there.
There you
it's
go.
Just there.
There you go.
And then it'll be silent, and then you'll just be in the kitchen and you go, "I'm looking for a man in finance."
I've done
Brain
that.
rot, brainworms. Well, we got it.
Earworm.
Oh, earworm. Or
Brainworm.
I mean, yeah, it's a brainworm, right? No, I think brainworm's when you're having a bad time.
What about you? Something that you've
I mean, I guess I could say a TikTok too, because
Yeah, I said TikTok,
this is my favorite thing, and I think the trend is kind of
TikTok's
over.
your favorite thing, or?
No, with this trend,
Okay.
it's over now.
So what's a trend?
By the time we talk about this, so a trend is like,
I really have
serious?
no idea.
oh my god,
No, because I'm not on TikTok. I'm not on TikTok.
So it's
I am now.
Someone will take something that someone else does, or a sound or a song,
Okay.
and then everyone will do their own variation of it, and things
Okay.
go viral because you can take like a song,
Like a challenge or something.
Yeah,
Okay.
and this
understand.
one is like, it's one song. It's like a Johnny Cash song.
What's the song?
It's like, stick 'em up, everybody.
Yeah.
I'm robbing this place.
Oh, I've seen one where he picks up a guy.
You pick up the guy.
No, you go
You
then.
pick up your pet, and you
Okay.
pretend they're the weapon.
The weapon.
And they're like,
This guy picked up like a 50, 60-year-old dad to use as a weapon. So that's why I said the guy.
nah,
I
I have
know what
not
you're
seen
talking
the guy
about, though.
one. But there was this one that I cannot stop thinking of.
Okay.
And it's,
Is it
see, she's got a little dog.
Okay, a dog,
It's like
yeah.
a chihuahua or something.
okay?
And it looks like it has licked an electrical socket.
It's like hair
It's obviously
everywhere.
like an ancient, like decrepit little dog, and I feel so bad, but it's the best. And all the comments, it's like shaking, it's like clinging to dear life, and all the comments are like, "I think your dog has Rick and Morty or whatever that is, like rigor mortis."
Rick and Morty.
I think your dog has Rick and Morty.
It's Pickle Rick and Morty.
Like, he yearns for the urn, like the comments. I'm so excited.
Okay, I think this is why people are on TikTok.
Yeah, I'm so
then.
excited for you to
Okay.
start your TikTok journey
Okay.
and get onto the good side,
All
the
right.
fun side.
Well, speaking of good things and good side, I think it's pack opening time.
It's pack opening time.
It was your turn, so now it's my
It's
turn.
your turn.
What do we have in the pocket? I already know because I put it there. It's Lord of the Rings set booster. So let's see. We can't get a one ring, or what are we hoping for?
An Orcish Bowmaster.
I'm going to open this. Did you want to very quickly explain about this Orcish Bowmaster thing?
So I have a lot of bulk. I have a lot of bulk cards. Full disclosure, I genuinely did not know the value of these cards when I pulled them. And I played a lot of Jumpstart as well, which there are a lot of Orcish Bowmasters in the black Jumpstart pack.
Yes.
That's pretty much where I pulled all of mine from. I say all
Wait,
of
when you
mine.
say all of mine, you have more than one Orcish Bowmaster.
So I have 4 Orcish Bowmasters.
And you found them in your quote-unquote bulk.
I found them
think
in my bulk.
Someone got very angry
I
about that.
posted it on Twitter as a lol, being like, I checked my bulk, because the saying is check your bulk, because you might find something in there, which I did.
Again, bulk is like your cards.
It's just like your I guess your piles, right? Your collection. It's nothing that it's not in your built decks.
Correct. It's not in the deck.
Yeah, usually
you know
unsleeved.
to check your decks so you know what's in your deck.
You check your bulk. And I found a bunch of Orcish Bowmasters and some One Rings that I had in piles and posted them on Twitter. And a lot of people got very angry. There was someone who said some very nasty things to me, and it's become a copy pasta in our Magic Discord.
Yeah. Well, no, only an Orc army in this one, so no Bowmaster. The rare that we got was Flowering of the White Tree.
Nice.
So that's good for legendary and creatures. And we also got a full art Rising of the Day.
Oh, I have.
So I love that one. I think it's a gives some things, haste and stuff. And otherwise, we've also got a full art Swamp. So not bad.
I do love
Good
the
look.
lands from that set. I know what you're going to say.
They don't look the color they
They're
are
all
sometimes.
green?
Yeah, they're all green. I think this one's not bad because it does show that it's a little bit black.
Kind of.
But like
it still looks green.
It looks green though. That's the thing.
It was what I found. Because that was the day that I was sorting through and organizing cards as well. I found that super confusing, and I accidentally put some Forest and Plains. I mixed them all up.
Yeah. I will talk about this all day, but some of the new frames for cards, like we just play Outlaws of Thunder Junction.
Yeah.
Some of those, is it Jailbreak? I don't know what it's called.
I know what you're
They're all white and black.
Yeah.
They're all white and black. You know, anyway. That's not what we're talking about today, though. What we are talking about is the MTG releases for 2024. We're like, it's May. It's May at the time of recording, so we're sort of halfway there. We've had a couple released, and we've got a couple in the future, so halfway. Start singing already. And we just wanted to, have a bit of a, retrospective of what's already come out, what's sort of just come out, so we're really fresh in our minds, and a bit of a sneak peek to the future. So, yeah.
Yeah. Well, so what was first? Was Ravnica the remastered
It was
first in this year?
Ravnica Remastered, which was the first one. And just full disclosure, we're not going to talk about secret layers. We're not going to talk about arena releases and a couple of convention things. We're just going to focus on the major paper set releases, which is, like you said, the first one was Ravnica Remastered. So this was the third remastered set in paper. I think we had Dominaria last year, which is the famous Magic Plane. And then before that was Time Spiral Remastered, which is
before my time.
it was before my time.
I've never heard of Time Spiral.
It's wild. It's wild. Let's just put it that way. But Ravnica, obviously, a very, very popular plane. There's a lot of people that we associate with Ravnica, like Vraska's from. I'm pretty sure Vraska's from Ravnica because she was in the Golgari Guild, which is black and green, and she's black and green.
Because Ravnica was the guilds.
Yes, correct.
That's
correct.
Right.
So the Ravnica Remastered had the original Ravnica block. When we say block, back then, Magic as we knew it had 3 blocks in a set. 3 sets in a block.
Oh, so this is new to me.
Yeah, so you know how we were just in Ixalan, then we went to Ravnica, and then now we're in Thunder Junction.
Yeah.
Last time it used to be 3 sets and all back to back. There'll be Ravnica.
Oh.
And then it'll be 3 sets all back to back in Zendikar.
I see.
So it used to be like that.
Was it for storyline or
storyline, and also you would draft it like that? So let's say what's an example? So I don't really know one off the top of my head. So you had original Zendikar, because you would draft with three boosters, right? You would draft with 1 Zendikar, 1. I forgot. I can't remember.
the other one,
the
second one,
the next one, and then the next one after that. And they weren't all full sets either. There was 1 main set, which was Zendikar, and then there was 2 smaller sets. So they were meant to be drafted all together.
That's cool.
Yeah, yeah.
So what do you know? I'm putting you on the spot here.
Yeah.
Do you know what made them stop?
Yeah, so
doing that?
they made it quite like it was a bit of a challenge to like design cards to sort of all work together. It found like it was more interesting just to and thematically as well, so you could visit more planes and like further storyline a bit more, just to have everything self-contained.
Yeah.
Because like you would go to pre-releases for, and this was the 3-block model. Then we went to the 2-block model, which was for example Kaladesh, and then you had Aether Revolt. So there was 2. So when you go for a pre-release, normally you get 6 packs of just like the one.
Yep.
Right. So you get like 6 packs play boosters now of Murder's a Call of Mana. You would have, I'm pretty sure, 4 packs of Aether Revolt, and then 2 packs of Kaladesh.
Cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was quite interesting, but also like a little bit complicated and things like that. But now that's in the past.
Yeah. Wild knowing that now and seeing how we jump.
I don't even think about that anymore.
Yeah.
Only because I was doing research for this that I was just like, oh, block model. Yeah.
So did you play in the block model?
I played starting the 2-block model. So I
Okay.
started with Battle for Zendikar, which was the big set. And then after that was Oath of the Gatewatch.
Yeah.
So that was the 2-block already.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
But anyway, so there was the original Ravnica block in Ravnica Remastered. There was also the Return to Ravnica block, and also the Return to Ravnica block. Or it's called, what is it called? Can't remember what it's called, but it's called something
No,
else.
Ravnica Remastered? Or?
No, it was some other one, but they didn't focus on the guilds too much.
Oh, okay, all right.
As well as some other commander cards based in set in Ravnica, all in Ravnica Remastered. War of the Spark, which I'm not sure if you're familiar with the Magic story that much.
No.
So before all the Planeswalkers got desparked, because now like a bunch of them are desparked and
Right.
Omen Plus and stuff.
Can you explain what the Planeswalker Spark is?
So a Planeswalker Spark is like when you're I'm just minding my own business. I'm sipping some tea. Then poof, something happens, and you travel to a new plane. And then a plane is like a new like world, I would say.
You walk the planes.
That's exactly why they're called Planeswalkers,
Yeah.
right? And it's normally like a moment of like stress or tribulation that triggers that.
Oh, it's like X-Men. it's like getting your mutant
powers. Look, a little bit like that. But if your mutant powers threw you to like China or Africa or like somewhere else, because everyone planeswalks when they get their spark, they planeswalk to somewhere else, right? So Jay's planeswalk from his original plane of Vryn to somewhere else. I think it was Ravnica. I'm not too sure. But again, Ravnica is the city of guilds. There are 10 guilds, and the guilds are all two color pairings. So it would be white and black, and then black and green, and all of that. So my favorite guild, I think I might have said in the first episode, was Orzhov. Big white and black fan. I love that grindy sort of style. Gain life, lose life, draw cards. Love drawing cards. Hashtag Orzhov gang. So I didn't play with this set though. I didn't play with it.
This year?
Ravnica Remastered. I just never played with it. Did you ever?
Did they have Commander?
No, they didn't have anything
No,
like
they
that.
didn't.
Because there's a remaster set, they don't normally have Commander.
No, that's
true. Because they're all reprints.
Yeah. I don't think I played this set at all.
Weird, no?
Yeah.
We normally engage with like every set, don't we?
I know.
Yeah.
And that's I feel like I definitely had some cards from it.
Yeah, I probably have some cards.
I definitely have some cards from it, but I don't think there was anything else.
No.
It was very low key at the start of this year.
Correct. Because like it
for,
was
for me, not in general.
Not in general. Because like it's just straight after that was Murder's a Call of Mana, which is obviously a Ravnica as well.
Yeah.
A bit of like misprint trivia, and I'm sure producer Casa can like chuck it up on screen, but Boros Guildmage is the only Guildmage printed with the gold color power toughness box. So if you're talking about the power and toughness box, I'll just hand you a creature so you sort of know. So I'll give
the
you
box
that.
in the bottom right.
Yeah, the bottom. So if it's a green creature, it's green. If it's a blue creature, it's blue.
Oh.
Yeah, did you not realize that?
They were the only one?
So that one, so like that's multicolored and that's yellow.
Ooh, yeah.
So Boros Guildmage is the only Guildmage with a yellow multicolor one. The rest are all gray for hybrid cards.
Is there a reason?
Just a misprint.
Oh.
Yeah, it's just like a misprint sort of.
It
was an accident, you know? Yeah, there you go. Another one is also Atomic Distinguished Abacus, which is famously from the Orzhov Guild, hashtag Orzhov gang.
Yes.
The watermark, because they're all printed with watermarks for the guilds. he's printed with the wrong watermark.
Oh,
It's
no,
the Azores.
betrayer.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why, and I'm very sad because again, hashtag also game. But no, it's a bit weird.
Okay.
Yeah. And Tomic, sorry to interrupt, but like he famously married Ral Zarek. So they're a very openly gay couple in Magic.
I love that.
Yeah.
I love that for them.
There's one of their cards in the Pride Secret Lair. It's them getting married.
That's amazing.
Yeah, so that's very cool.
Was that also a bear secret? There
That was
like
the
a
same
bear.
bear
The
scape.
same bear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the same exact
I wish
one.
I got that one.
Yeah. Well, what else did we?
Well, Murders
came
at
after?
Karlov Manor, they had the Clue. They had Ravnica Clue.
I completely forgot the Cluedo. Wait, what do you say?
So I have.
Do you say Clue or do you say Cluedo?
It's so in Australia,
Yeah.
it's Cluedo.
Yeah, because I know it's Cluedo.
Yeah.
But what do the Americans know it as?
They know it as Clue.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why
And
is Doe so hard to say?
It's Ravnica Clue. What's wrong with Doe? Is
Yeah.
it geeky or something?
Yeah.
Cluedo. I mean, look, it makes sense. I think Clue is cooler.
Do you think so?
I think
I thought
so.
I think Clue. I'm used to
What
Cluedo.
is the Doe?
What do you mean? It's Clue. Oh, let's play Clue.
It's Clue. We're playing Clue. You pick up clues. I bought Ravnica Clue and then I didn't get to play it.
Oh, really?
No one wanted to play it with me.
I'll play with you.
Okay. Next episode.
It's just us playing Clue.
It's
Yeah.
just us playing Clue. But that, I really like that. I love the thematic. I
Yeah.
love murder mysteries, full
Okay.
stop.
It's always women that, listen to true crime podcasts. Is that true? Are you one of those?
Yeah.
Okay.
Look, in the past,
Yeah.
I have been known to listen to the true
Okay.
crime podcast before they scared me.
Before
A
they
lot.
scared you, like
yeah, you wake
okay.
up in the middle of the night and you're like, well, I'm going to be the next victim. And on this
Okay.
podcast,
Okay.
we hear a slight noise in the middle of the night. You're walking down the street and you're like, well, this is it.
Yeah.
It's my time to shine.
But why do so many people like that listen to those podcasts?
I think it's kind of like the same adrenaline rush you get from
Okay.
going on rides, maybe.
Okay.
Or it's like watching horror movies.
When you
right?
say rides, you mean like
Like carnival rides.
I thought like go in a car and
no.
Uber to
like
Macca's.
like roller coaster
understood.
kind of thing.
Okay.
And so like I loved Nancy Drew as a kid.
Yes, Hardy Boys. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, like it was like the two sides of the
Yeah,
same
that's
coin.
right. Yeah.
Even some Goosebumps they're very mystery. They're like choose
Some
your
of
own
them,
mystery.
some of them,
Yeah. And then I really like like Knives Out, Glass Onion.
love Knives
Out. What is that? Murder in Venice is another one.
I thought Glass Onion was better. Yeah.
Glass Onion was
Yeah.
definitely better. Yeah. But Knives Out, I love that movie.
It was so funny. It was so well thought out. I thought it sort of encapsulated that murder mystery vibe.
Yeah,
I
very
think we saw-
tongue in cheek. I love
very
the
tongue in cheek,
cheekiness.
and then we saw quite a lot of that in Murders. I think.
Yes.
Because again, you normally associate Ravnica with in the guilds and this is Boros and this is Orzhov and then this is Simic. But now it's everyone's sort of working together. No one trusts each other. Who's the killer?
Who done it?
Do you know
It's
who done
it?
Do you know who done it in the
Yeah.
story?
It's Trostani.
Spoilers!
Oh my gosh,
No, but
don't listen to me.
yeah.
Yeah.
The thing is, because I didn't know, and I was looking through all the cards as I normally do to prepare for pre-release because I went with our friend Bree to do that, and I was looking through everything, and from all the story spotlight cards, I was like, I just think it's them. I just think it's them.
Really?
Yes. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
No.
Actually, where am I?
Yeah, your
detective
detective cap.
That's right. Yeah.
Oh, I loved this one. I got to dress up for it as well.
Did you do something fun at the pre-release or something?
So I went to an event at the Melbourne jail.
Oh,
The old
okay.
Melbourne jail.
Very cool.
And so we drafted there.
Yeah, nice.
And then also it was kind of like a mystery thing on the night.
So you actually had a mystery dinner
There was
party?
like a mystery dinner
someone
party. It was
So excited asking someone died.
Yeah, did someone die?
Yeah.
Maybe you love the true crime podcast.
Secret, yeah.
It was I can't remember who it was. There was I think it was just a murder
Yeah.
or something like that.
Yeah.
And it was a different murderer than the actual story. So different than the story that was happening. So and they dropped clues as there were claws, there were claw marks, there was
Yeah.
it was not this color, it was a symbol, it was Super interesting.
Did you guys figure it out by the end?
I figured it out. Well, there was also so the huge banners of all the guild leaders,
That's
and you
cool.
had to guess which one of them did it, and so there were clues.
Okay, so when you say it's different from the story, it's different from the lore.
Different from the law.
That's actually I actually prefer that because you're just like, okay,
it's a new
Trostani did it.
mystery. No, it was a new
Yeah.
mystery, and so
Who was it? Which guild was it?
Krenko. Yeah.
Nasty Goblin.
Yeah.
He's a nasty one.
Yeah.
Okay, that's cool. That's really
It's
cool.
cool. I got to wear like my not a murderess dress, which was super cool.
Not a murderous
Yeah.
dress, just like someone you would suspect though.
Yeah. Definitely a bit sus.
Cool. A really, really interesting take on the set again because it's normally guilds, but this time like murder mystery. I think some people really, really dug it, you know, but some people a little bit like. It feels like how would I put it? It feels like Magic's cosplaying a little bit.
Cosplaying as
Just like detectives.
Oh, okay.
And things like that.
Yeah.
which I think is sure. It's a valid sort of question, but. Again, Magic's for like everyone, right? So I think some people really enjoyed it, and if you didn't enjoy it, that's why they had Ravnica Remastered just before that.
Right.
So you get to play with the guilds before.
Yeah, that makes sense. Well, I mean, in terms of you saying it's like Magic is cosplaying. I mean, we did also get cowboys,
Which we'll get to. Yeah,
but like the cosplays are just different hats. It's just
it really is just different hats,
Yeah.
isn't it? You put a different hat, like yeehaw, you know.
yeah, like I know I'm a
Straight off,
cowboy.
and I'm like, oh, it's a crime. See.
Yeah.
You know?
No, I love me the different hats.
Yeah. Completely different hat because this one isn't even set in a Magic universe. This one, the next one.
Fallout.
Yeah, that's called a segue.
That's called a segue. I was like, oh. Yeah. So the Fallout was a super fun set. Obviously it was different because they only had
Commander decks.
It was just the commander decks and the collector boosters.
Because there were some cards in the collector boosters that weren't in the commander decks. Is that correct? Yeah.
Yes.
I think so. Yep.
I think originally people were saying you could get everything in the commander decks, but I think that didn't end up.
No, I think there were actually like some like very cool like Nuka-Cola. You know, like the cool art and stuff like that.
No, there were and serialized cards as well. Of course. Which I didn't pull any. I've never pulled a serialized card.
I've never either.
It's please. It's my life goal.
It's just volume, right? I just need to crack a lot of packs. Yeah. One day, if we crack it
spend
live
a lot of money
in this podcast,
that'd be really cool.
No one can say that we didn't do it.
That's true.
You know what I mean?
But then I would be like, I want a cool number. Does the number matter to you?
No, I think it's very special enough that you crack the serialized.
No,
pack.
I want a cool number.
You want a cool number? What's a cool number?
I did see. I think I saw someone selling for for a lot of money, like 420.
Yeah.
Or something
420,
like that.
69, 123, you know, 499,
like triple
500.
numbers.
Yeah, triple numbers. Yeah.
Like the round numbers. I feel like I would really want at least a round number. I have this.
So if it was like 53, you'd be like, oh.
Nah, 3 less. Give me 50.
I'd be so excited to pull a serialized
No, I would
card.
too. I would be grateful. But I like
Just
when you listen to the radio, do you put
Okay,
it? Yeah,
I don't care.
okay. No, you don't care.
So when I like turn up the volume,
we need
I
to
can
say
go.
what this is.
I can.
though.
Okay, so when you tune the volume, is that what you're
Yeah,
saying?
yeah.
So like the radio or like your television or
Yeah.
anything, I don't care if it's not a round number. I could go to 47. I don't mind.
He's a serial killer.
I'm in that podcast
So
that
serious.
you think
no!
that. Yeah.
This is where
Yeah,
my
it's
story
happening.
goes in the podcast.
Yeah.
Oh no.
There you go.
No, yeah, I'm a round number
Sort of
girly.
girl,
Some
yeah.
people do multiples of 5. I don't. I
Could you
really.
do? But you could do like 48. It has to be like 50.
I prefer 50.
So it will be 40 or 50.
40 or 50.
But what if it's too loud or too soft?
That's not. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
My brain will register it
my
as
gosh.
perfectly fine because it has to.
But you play like, and I'll sort of rein you in a little bit as well. But you sort of engage with Fallout quite a bit outside of Magic, or
So I played a few of them.
Which ones?
So I have an older brother, and
Yeah.
he is a Fallout fiend.
Okay.
And so I'm the dorky younger sister who would sit and watch over his shoulder.
which
so
ones did he play?
I watched him from 1 from Fallout 1. From the first
Oh,
one.
wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
And then he played so much 76. I know it's not everyone's favorite,
Yeah.
but he played it long after.
It got better. That's what I hear.
It did. Yeah, it did. And I liked it, but that's because I played it socially.
Yeah.
So I played a lot of Fallout 4 and 76 as well. I loved Fallout 4.
Yeah.
I even restarted it once this came out, as a lot of people did.
Yeah.
A lot of people restarted Fallout 4.
I think like back like when Lord of the Rings Magic came out as well, it's like people just like just started watching like all the whole trilogy again.
Yeah.
Did the Hobbit.
When the Lord of the
all that.
Rings Universe Beyond came out, I watched the extended cuts for the first time ever. I had never seen.
Oh, wow.
I had never seen the
In
extended
the year of
version.
Allah 2023, like last year.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you also can't. They're really hard to find
Oh, where did you watch yours then?
on. Cut the camera. And with Fallout, again, a lot of people, and the show came out at the same time.
Oh, true.
too.
I wonder if they timed it that way, right?
Ooh, maybe.
Maybe, right?
I
would think
it's
so.
smart.
I would think so.
But
Everyone says it's really good too. I haven't seen it yet.
you haven't seen
I haven't seen it
yet.
because I don't have Amazon.
I loved it.
But everyone says it's like one of the, if not the best.
Yes,
video
video game
game
adaptations.
adaptations.
I
Yep.
wholeheartedly
Wait, what did you
agree.
say? Adaptation.
Adaptation. Say it again.
I got what you meant.
Yeah. A video game adaptation.
Yeah.
Definitely, I would say it's the best one I've ever watched.
I think it's like when you adapt a video game, if it's an original story, I think there's been more success on that. Do you agree?
Well, there's still a lot of lore from the games, though. Yes and no. I mean, because we could talk about Arcane as well. I haven't really watched that, so I can't really.
Yeah.
So again, when I say it's the best, video game adaptation, be mindful that I have not watched Arcane because I know that's like that's what a lot of people say is the best.
I
well.
recently rewatched Arcane, like again recently, just out of sort of nowhere.
Yeah.
Actually, no, because I've been watching like the League of Legends, like esports things going on.
Yeah.
And it still holds up. Still holds up. It's actually really quite good.
But yeah, definitely watch Fallout.
Yeah.
But the resurgence has been really cool to see.
And again, it's such a great way to draw people into Magic, isn't it?
It is.
Because you don't really think about Fallout as a Magic set, right? You get Lord of the Rings, perfect. You've got orcs, you've got elves, you've got goblins, you've got powerful wizards, perfect. And then you've got things like Warhammer or Fallout, which don't really seem like they'd be good fits. But you know what? People are playing Magic now. People have got Mothman decks, People have got like dog meat decks,
meat decks.
Yeah.
Oh gosh, the amount of times we've been beat by that deck.
And then it's just like people getting into Magic. I think it's a win. It's a win-win.
It's absolutely a win. No, I'm never mad about Universes Beyond.
No, genuinely not. I remember when they first sort of did that with the Walking Dead a long time ago. We won't sort of go into that, but that was really sort of panned. But now looking back, I'm like, this is great. Yeah, this is great.
And then on to the next main, I guess the main set was
Yeehaw! Rip Roaring Time. That was
Outlaws of Thunder Junction.
honestly, I didn't expect to love Outlaws so much because like I'm not really like I'm like a Western sort of person. Never dressed up as a cowboy growing up, But
it's not really that much of a thing here in Australia, right?
Is it not? Like,
no, I don't think so.
Okay.
Like, my brother, because you know how they say like you play cowboys as a kid or whatever like that.
I don't think I ever did that.
No, I didn't either. And my brother, obviously, he played army. They played army.
Yeah,
is what
okay.
they did.
As in like guns and stuff.
Well, like army men.
Yeah, like
going off to war. And like, get them. Like that kind of
jumping push-ups or whatever.
No.
Yeah.
But so like the cowboy theme is still very fantasy. Which they obviously went the fantasy cowboy route.
Yeah.
No guns and things
No guns.
like that.
They've got like magic
weapons.
Yeah, magic weapons of some
description.
sort. Yeah.
I
thought they did it quite interestingly. I thought like, you sort of roped it all into like train heists, there was a vault heist, and it sort of
maybe loot.
Sorry?
Loot.
Oh my gosh. How can you not?
Everything.
How can you not? But I've been playing a lot. Again, I've downloaded Arena recently. And I've
heard.
Yeah, but I've been doing a lot of like drafting, just trying to like get better and like, familiarize myself with just like playing online again. And like, it's just really, really fun. Simple as that. Spree, like the mechanic Spree, where you would, it's just like one cost, and then it's modally you pay for like 1, 2, 3 additional costs, destroy enchantment, destroy artifact, put a +1/+1 counter. I love the flexibility like that. Do you know what I mean? So I think it's just a fantastic mechanic. And we did a thing up in Sovereign Hill, didn't we?
We did.
Yeah.
Which is not a cowboy town.
No, it's not. And they were very nice about it, though.
They were. They did give us some looks and ask us what the heck we were doing.
Yeah. I think one of the workers, one of our friends, dressed up as Woody from Toy Story.
From Toy Story.
And then one person said, I've worked here for like 6 or 7 years. This is the first time I've ever seen a Woody.
And then all the kids walking past were looking at him as well.
Yeah. Incredible. Thanks for organizing that, by the way. I've never been to Sovereign Hill.
Yeah, me either.
Let's explain Sovereign Hill, I think.
Sovereign Hill. So it's in Ballarat, which was a mining town.
Yeah, okay.
And the mining boom happened there. And so it's like a little historical setup where you go through and it's all themed. All the buildings look old-timey and it's all educational. So
it was great. Like we went on like a mine cut to a mine tour.
Yes, that was really cool.
We were literally... I don't want to guess, but like many feet below.
Yeah, below the earth.
Below ground level, and it was awesome. Like I actually had so much fun. So that was really cool.
Yeah, we got to see gold pouring and candy making. The candy making was my favorite.
Because we got like treats after.
You get the
we're just
warm,
like,
fresh treats.
I'm not a big like candy person myself, but to have like that candy and just pass it around and just perfect. That was so
I was
good.
Right up in like pushing children out of my way to get that hot fresh candy.
Because we arrived late for that one too, but that was really good. Cass, I hope you're putting up like pictures of, because Cass did incredible photography.
Yes.
I hope you see all the fun that we had up in Sovereign Hill, because that was
Cass
really
captured it all for us.
Yeah. But I think like that was a very social thing. Like heisting with friends is a really, really fun time, which we sort of did. We went to the pre-release together at Plenty of Games, which is our local game store here in Melbourne, and they had like a dress-up competition. I think
they did.
Yeah.
Oh yes, I know what you're gonna say.
That was really good, and I'm not a dress-up kind of guy, really.
It was great though.
No,
Nigel wore a poncho.
I wore a poncho, and like. People wear their like jackets and their spurs, and I'm like, poncho baby, like no one else had it, and we both won collective boosters for that. So I if not winning Magic prizes for playing well, I'll take a collective booster for a poncho.
Best dress.
Yeah.
It gives me motivation to do that at the local game store every thematic set.
Yeah. So Plenty of Games, if you're watching or listening. Anytime you have dress up, we'll come aboard.
Yeah,
we're on board.
100%.
And also for Thunder Junctions, again, this was the end of the Omen Path arc. Now, what that means is in March of the Machine, back last year, the whole Phyrexian invasion sort of happened, right? And what had happened, in the long story short, something happened, and all the Planeswalkers, most of the Planeswalkers lost their ability to Planeswalk.
Oh.
So a bunch of them still have it, like Jace still has it. Vraska no longer has it. But it's okay. He can just like, let's go loot, let's go Vraska.
So you can planeswalk other people.
I believe so.
Right.
I believe so. I'm not the Magic story writer. But what had happened is Omen Paths opened up, which is a way to travel from one plane to another. So that's why in Outlaws of Thunder Junction, you've got like these random people who you would never see across different planes, interacting with each other. There's like Breachers, one of the pirates from Ixalan. In Thunder Junction, you've got Rakdos, the giant demon from Ravnica. He's there too. So yeah, it's that's sort of the end of that arc, and it'll go into a different arc again. Yeah. So it's just like a story thing. I don't know what's going to come next, but we'll see what Wizards of the Coast has for us.
I'm excited.
Yeah.
So Modern Horizons 3 is not an arc.
No, it's not. So it's straight to straight to. It's not a story. It's not like part of the main storyline.
Right.
Modern Horizons 3 is straight to modern, so it's not standard legal. It's made specifically for the modern format. That's why it's called Modern Horizons 3. It's got a bunch of Eldrazi, which is I love. Do you know what Eldrazi are?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So they're like eldritch, sort of like tentacly
Cool.
alien sort of things.
Yucky and cool.
I love them. They're my little. They're so creepy and cool. But and because there was an Eldrazi arc back in the day, I think, and they've all like been banished into the moon, literally.
To the moon?
So, very long story short, one of the last Eldrazi Emrakul, she was imprisoned in the moon, and there's a card that's literally called "Imprisoned in the Moon," and it's in the moon. She's in the moon now. They're in the moon now.
I'm gonna look up at the moon and think of Eldrazi.
Like Aurora, you're like aliens. You know?
Aliens.
Yeah. And there's also like a bunch of new flip planeswalkers, and this is a throwback to Magic Origins, where the 5 maybe most famous planeswalkers, which are Jace, Chandra, Liliana, blanking, Nissa, and Gideon, who's RIP. He's dead now.
RIP.
They all had creatures that flipped into planeswalkers.
Cool.
So they were like dual-sided cards.
Yeah.
So they're doing the same thing in this set as well for like Ajani. So you see him as a cat, and then he's a planeswalker cat.
Awesome.
Then like Sorin, who's like just a vampire guy. Now he's a vampire planeswalker.
Hot vampire guy.
He's daddy. I mean, like let's be real.
Sorin.
But yeah, so they're doing a little bit of throwback to that, which is pretty cool.
Cool.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, you don't like I don't really play modern. Like I've never played modern in my life. It's not a format that I've, really ever played because it was before my time.
Can you explain the modern format?
Yeah, so standard is the format that rotates. So
it's like three sets.
It used to be every 2 years it would like.
Oh, sorry.
So like let's say this is the first year, this is the second year. And then when the third year rolls around, this set disappears. This year disappears, and you'll have these two.
Sets.
Now it's the rotation's a bit slower, so they've increased the time for that. Modern sets don't rotate out. Modern doesn't rotate at all.
Okay.
So they'll say like this year.
Yeah.
Like let's say I don't know what it is. Let's say 2005. Anything from that all the way to the end of time, that's modern playable.
Wow.
Yep.
Okay.
So, and they never did this thing before where they would release straight to modern, because you would play with whatever standard sets released lately. But now they're like, let's put cards that are too powerful to put into standard, but let's put them straight for modern. And that's why Modern Horizons came out.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Okay.
So one of the things that I think most people will be quite, a little bit more casual, non-modern players. There's a dog that's coming out that's called Phelia.
Like it's like Ophelia without an O.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, right?
Phelia, yeah.
Phelia.
Exuberant Shepherd, which is a dog.
Yeah.
It's like a little sheepdog.
Such a cute dog.
Let's read about it because I think a lot of people want to build commander decks based on this one, or include it in their like Rin Seri decks.
Already
it's a
existing.
legendary creature dog with flash because it's so fast. Whenever Phelia Exuberant Shepherd attacks, exile up to one other target non-land permanent, so it protects it. Yes, it's a shepherd. At the beginning of the next end step, return that card to the battlefield under its owner's control. If it enters under your control, put a +1/+1 counter on Phelia. So think about it this way. Let's say a wolf's coming to attack your sheep, right?
Aw.
It could blink in and either remove the wolf as a threat because it's such a good dog, or remove the sheep from the equation, and if it comes back, the sheep's stronger. There you go. I don't know if that's what they were going for.
Yeah, surely.
But surely, right?
Surely. That's so cute.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Can you build it as commander? It's a
It's
legendary
a legendary creature. It's mono white. So I would see that going like a lot of blink strategies. And when I say blink, I mean like exiling from the battlefield and then returning it again.
Oh, that's what blink is.
So there's a card that says like when this creature enters the battlefield, you gain a life and draw a card.
Okay.
So you would do that again, and then you would gain life and draw a card again, and then you do it again, and then
awesome.
So that's what I think that would be in some good strategies.
Oh, I like that. So I guess it wouldn't. Oh no, Rin and Seri's Naya. It could go on a Rin and Seri.
It could go into a Rin and Seri deck. Rin and Seri couldn't go into.
Yes. Yeah.
Which is great. We need more dogs. I think we've got lots of cats, which is great.
Yes.
Let's get a little bit more dogs in the mix.
More dogs.
Yeah.
I think they're hearing. It. More dogs.
More dogs. And there's also specific to that. There's the legendary creature profile cards. So in Commander Masters, which they did last year, they did like a lot of like side profile of some
The
of
really colorful ones.
really,
too.
really gorgeous ones of even the Eldrazi ones, but also like Azusa Lost with Seeking. And you'll put the cards up here.
I've got a slime foot.
A slime foot? Oh, there you go.
I
And
love the pink on it so
yeah,
much.
it's incredible because the background is like just like a
Vibrant.
color,
Yeah.
and then you get that not broody, but like what's the word for it? But you know what I'm talking about. A little bit like
the contrast.
the contrast. Thank you.
Yeah.
Contrasting sort of colors. So that's very good. And they're also reprinting fetch lands, which is a land that when you sacrifice it and pay 1 life, you get to put a land onto the battlefield untapped. Because normally, so like, you know, Evolving Wilds and Terramorphic Expanse are examples of lands that you would tap it, sacrifice it, put a basic land onto the battlefield tap.
Mm-hmm.
This one you could do it for basic lands untapped, but also for cards that have the basic land subtype and put them on. So if it was like a Plains Island that would normally enter tap unless you paid 2 life, it would enter untap. So,
Cool.
which is very good for like Commander.
I feel like I've seen a lot of chatter around fetch lands, but I haven't really listened to it.
The more that you play and like the more colors there are in a deck, the more you want fetch lands because you're fixing your mana base, you're allowing yourself to access like more colors.
Right.
Yeah, if you're playing mono white, it doesn't matter.
Are fetch lands
Mono
a
red.
controversial topic?
Not so much so.
Okay.
They used to probably be because they were prohibitively expensive.
Oh,
Yeah. So-
that makes sense.
So I didn't own a single fetch land until maybe 2 years ago.
Oh, wow.
Really?
Okay.
Yeah, because like before they started reprinting them, they were $40, $50 each. And if you're playing a 3-color deck, you play, let's say I'm playing a Naya deck, which is red, white, and green.
Mm-hmm.
I would want the red, white one. I would want the red, green one, the white, and the white, green one. Yeah. I want all the combinations basically.
And that
$150.
adds up.
That's
Just
$150
in a couple
on
of
3
lands.
lands.
Yeah.
Yeah. So with the reprints, they're dropping to about like 19, 20, 25. Just still a lot for a land, but it's more palatable.
Okay.
I can, you know, I'll buy one every couple of weeks, maybe. It's more
If it's like a beloved deck that you're building, something you want to put
exactly
money
so
into,
one
invest
of my very powerful decks. That's the only one I'm like actually searching for.
That makes
one.
sense.
So very good to have them printed out. So thank you, Wizards. You're listening to my feedback. I'm screaming out on Twitter.
Oh, yeah.
Cool. Well, before we move on to some of the other news sets that are coming out in 2024, I thought it would be really fun if we could maybe see your knowledge on 2023 because you started playing maybe around All Will Be One.
Obi-Wan.
We're like really, really getting into it.
Yeah.
So let me get my phone out and we'll give you 30 seconds. We'll give you 30 seconds just to name.
Well, I mean, 2023 was my year though.
That's
so
what I'm saying. I will tell you there were 9 sets. There were 9 plus 1 sets. If you get the bonus,
9 plus
if you get the bonus set, I'll be very, very impressed and surprised. I don't expect you to. So if you
bonus set.
Yeah.
Oh, and I'm scared.
okay, but if you get 9, we'll see how you go.
Okay.
Right, and you can just start naming up. Ready, go.
Oh, Obi-Wan.
Yep, you got that.
March of the Machine.
Yes, very good.
Commander Masters.
Yep, very good. Yep, you got that. That's 3.
Lord of the Rings was next.
Yes, very nice.
Oh.
That's 4. 15 seconds.
Oh no. Wilds of Eldraine.
Yes, very good. That's 5.
Doctor Who.
Doctor Who. Yep, that's 6.
Islam was the end of the year.
Excellent. Yep, that's 7. You've got 5 seconds left.
There's 2 more.
There's 2 more.
I don't.
So you got 7 out of 9, which is not bad, to be
Okay.
honest. I wouldn't. There's 2 that you didn't get, which again,
What are the other 2?
So Dominaria, which we just talked about.
That's where I pulled all those shoulders. Oh, so it's where I pulled the big shoulders.
Oh, maybe.
I'm pretty
maybe.
sure.
Yeah, there you go. So that was Dominaria Remastered. That was
Yeah.
1. There was also March of the Machine Aftermath.
Oh.
Yeah. That sort of lame sort of set. There was also Lord of the Rings Holiday. That holiday
end
release.
of the year.
So if you didn't get that one, I'd be fine because I forgot about that one too.
So the sets that I didn't have out of that. So I did have Dominaria.
Yep.
I did get Dominaria. I didn't get
Aftermath.
Aftermath.
Yeah, because that was like
any
a
of that.
whatever.
I don't know. And I didn't get the holiday.
Yeah.
Though I
didn't get-
really wanted some of the Lord of the Rings holiday stuff.
Because some of the art looks really good, doesn't it?
Yes, but I hadn't realized that it was coming out when the Lord of the Rings was coming out. So I spent a lot of money
On the Lord of the Rings
on the Lord of the
first.
Rings
Yeah.
set and couldn't justify it for the holiday set. Because I was like, I just bought one of everything.
Because it is like, what, 4 or 6 cards per thing, right? And then you get like it's like an art thing because like it's not like
I'm like, I don't
it's not
know,
like it's not like a booster box if I recall correctly.
Yeah, it was
like
something special.
Yeah.
But the holiday, the borders were beautiful.
so good.
Yeah.
So if I'm not mistaken as well, you would get like, let's say there were 4 cards with the art, but you would also get just the art cards as well. So you could like frame the art cards up and actually use the cards to play as well.
Oh,
yeah, I
how
thought it was very
nice.
smart.
Yeah.
I could be wrong, but I think someone told me that.
I do find that if I'm not going to buy a set or I need to sit out for some reason, usually financial, I don't look at it.
Just so you don't.
Just so I don't.
Yeah.
It's not. There's no FOMO.
Yeah.
No, there's not a lot of FOMO.
There's less FOMO.
Until one day I look back and I go, I could probably buy a little couple.
Well, the thing is, like,
something of that.
if you wait a little bit, sometimes it's cheaper. So
That's true.
Yeah.
Though I don't think the Lord of the Rings ones are.
No, it's never gonna
I
be,
don't
'cause
think
it's
that
Lord of
ever
the Rings.
happened. Yeah, it's Lord of the Rings. I think that like after the original release,
Yeah.
they were really hard to find too, or at least.
Oh, really? I wouldn't. Yeah, I agree.
The Commander precons especially, and the Jumpstart. I remember we went to the Celebrations event and played Jumpstart at Plenty of Games at the local game store. And then after that, you could not find Jumpstart boosters.
For Lord of the Rings.
For Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, right.
It was really hard. I remember running around the city. Yeah.
Literally, you were actually looking for Jumpstart.
Yeah, I was
Because again,
looking
Jumpstart's
for-
the best way to.
It's
best
fun.
way-
I love
yeah.
Jumpstart.
I love Jumpstart. Now, another thing that's coming, we touched on Modern Horizons 3. So we were talking about universes beyond Lord of the Rings. There's universes of beyond Assassin's Creed coming out too.
Yes.
Very,
that's
very
the
cool.
That's the next one.
After
right?
Modern Horizons, yeah.
After Modern
Yeah.
Horizons.
Do you like engage in Assassin's Creed at all? Or?
I have never played an Assassin's Creed.
Really?
No, and they're backlog games.
Yeah, the
Is that
backlog
rude?
games.
I
Yeah.
don't
No,
mean.
it's not a backlog.
Yeah.
People play when they want to play. You know?
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
they're long games.
They're very
too,
long games.
Right?
They're not easily digestible games like I don't know, like just something like easy you can just pick up and put down.
Yeah.
You have to like commit to like, I'm gonna do these fetch quests, I'm gonna do the story, I'm gonna get better, whatever. So it is
So
quite
you
long.
played some Assassin's
I
Creed.
played I've only played the newer one. So Odyssey, which is the Greek one.
Oh yeah, I
Yeah.
actually really want to play that one. I love
Honestly,
Greek mythology.
honestly, I love Greek mythology
Yeah.
too. And that's why I'm a big fan of Theros, which is
the god.
Yeah, and also Origins, which is the Egyptian one.
Cool.
Yeah. So those quite cool. So
Yeah.
I think what they're gonna do with that one as well, so that you'll have like I think commander decks based off of, Ezio. I think one of the protagonists is called, and then I can't remember what their names are, but I'm sure Casa will put them
Yeah,
up
look
over
at
here.
them.
But again, really, really interesting way to get more people into Magic. Assassin's Creed, like it is quite set in the actual past, so a lot of historical, very fantasy-ish as well.
I mean, yeah, it's historical fiction, right?
Correct. Historical.
Did it happen? Did Assassin's Creed happen?
It's such a well-kept secret. You don't know. But it's also a starter kit. So kit for that one, which they haven't done for a while.
Yeah, I feel like the last one I remember is Lord of the Rings.
Did they have one for Lord of the
Yeah,
Rings?
they did.
Okay. What were the two decks? Do you remember?
It was Frodo,
was
of
gonna say
course,
it's a Hobbit one.
and Sauron.
Okay, that's very
Yeah.
cool. So like, if you're a Lord of the Rings fan and you're not like a Magic person, you're like, right, good versus evil.
Yeah.
Done. And then you just fight against each other easy.
Yeah.
Okay, that's interesting. I think now that you mention it, like universes beyond starter decks just make so much sense, don't they?
They do. I mean,
Yeah.
of course, that's what you're getting, the new people who probably haven't played Magic before, but
Yeah.
they're really interested in the franchise that the set is for.
Yeah.
Lord of the Rings, Assassin's Creed makes total sense.
Yeah. And I think they're going to do like serialized versions of cards too. But what's really interesting is they're going to have actual historical figures. So in some of the games, you'll meet like Cleopatra, you'll meet Leonardo da Vinci. I would love to see like some of the Greek, like Odysseus,
Cool.
that would be so cool. And they're also doing the serialized cards in the original language that like if you're from like if Leonardo da Vinci's
Actually,
from
no, he'll be in
if he's
Italian.
Italian, the serialized cards will be in Italian. So
I
that's a
love
cool
that.
touch.
That's a very
That's a cool
nice touch.
Yeah. So I don't know. It'll be interesting. I think it's so crazy now that you can have Megatron versus Dog Meat versus
Leonardo
versus someone from Jurassic Park. You know what I mean? Yeah. Was it Malcolm?
Dr. Ian
Ian
Malcolm.
Malcolm. Yeah. So like that's crazy. That's crazy. Some people don't really like that. But again, you can have those decks, and you can also have Magic decks.
Yeah.
You know,
and depends on your play group. Depends on what format you play.
Yeah.
That kind of stuff.
Exactly.
Like you could stay away from Universes Beyond if you really wanted to.
Exactly. So that's what multiple decks are for. Like some people will just run Lord of the Rings cards because they love Lord of the Rings. Awesome. That the fact that you love Lord of the Rings means, and Lord of the Rings is in Magic, means you can play with us. It's not like Lord of the Rings has its own trading card game. Assassin's Creed has its own trading card game. They don't mix together. But now they do.
That's
awesome.
so nice.
I think
It's
that's
like
awesome.
the crossing of the streams.
Yeah.
Also, small tangent. Did you do today's Wordle at all?
No.
I sent a
Was
message
it-
to one of our friends who plays an Amass Orc deck.
Okay.
The word was Amass.
Was it a mass?
The word was Amass.
Is that why he said it in the chat?
Yes, I sent it to him. I did it, and I was like, "They made it for you. They made this Wordle for you. You have to do it today."
How many tries did you?
3.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
What's the 5-letter word that you start with?
I start with audio because it's like so many vowels.
What's a good one?
Yeah.
I can't remember what I used to start with, but I used to play that like on the regular.
I love New York Times puzzles. I don't do them every day. I don't have an
Sponsor
account.
us, please.
Yeah, I don't have an account. Because I think you have to pay.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. But it like keeps your streaks. I don't care about streaks.
Yeah, I just want to like feel good about solving.
I just want to do my little puzzles.
Yeah. What other things apart from Wordle are there?
Connections. So it's like groups of 4 groups of 4, and it's like so it could be like rip, tear, toss, punch. I don't know. Like I don't know how they go together. It was just like.
And you're supposed to like find the ways they connect.
You find the way that they connect, and there can be little tricky ones where some words might seem to go with others and they don't.
Okay.
Kind of thing.
Interesting.
Also, please, my connection example was very bad. It'd be like cardboard.
Cardboard, Magic, Scry Mills, Mono Red, Burn.
I'm pretty sure that actually,
A magic one. I'm sure somewhere. Right?
There is a magic Wordle.
Oh no, I've seen that. What is it called? I've definitely seen it. Like people on Twitter, like post their results or something. Right?
Don't look at my face. I just saw the red light go on in the face that I made while I was trying to figure it out.
Thoughtful face.
It's like it's not Speldle, but you know,
I know
like
what you mean.
that.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Bloomborough, I think we're both very excited about Bloomborough.
I'm so excited.
Yeah.
Look at my pants. I have hedgehogs on my pants. I have woodland creatures.
So what's the Bloomborough set about for people who are maybe not paying attention too much about
Woodland
future
creatures.
releases? Yeah.
There you go. There's my yell.
Oh,
We didn't
yeah.
know if I was going to yell or not. I'm yelling about Bloomborough, of course. I'm really excited.
Yeah. It's so. Have you ever been exposed to like the Red Wall books at all?
The Red Wall.
Red Wall.
No.
Yeah. So it's
What's
this a series of books by this person called Brian Jacques. I think JACQ Jacques. And it's all about like anthropomorphized, but like small animals who like. There's the Redwall Abbey, which is like where they live, and then there's like a castle where the badgers are, and they're like badgers are like, so, and there's like all the rabbits are all like nomads, but they're like soldiers and like.
Are
but
these
like,
children's books?
Yeah, they're children's books. I read them as like
I'm gonna read them.
12 to 13-year-old. They were incredible, and when I saw Bloomborough was a set being released, I'm like, thank you so much, and B, I hope there's like a universes tie-in, like Jurassic Park for Ixalan.
What do you think this one would be?
Redwall.
You think it would be a Red Wall?
I mean, I would love for that to be it because
is it popular enough?
I don't know. That's the thing. I don't know, but like, definitely check it out if you're into like fantasy. Like, it's beautifully written. All of like the rabbits speak differently from the moles and the mice, and there's this thing. There's this legendary person called Martin the Warrior, and he's a rat. He's not a rat. He's a mouse because mouse and rats are different.
Yeah.
Rats are normally villains
Yeah.
in the thing. And what's the name? There's a legendary mouse that was spoiled in the in Bloomborough?
Oh, Mabel?
Mabel.
Yeah.
So I'm like, Mabel's Martin.
Yeah,
I
oh,
see
yeah.
you. Because she's
Ah.
got a legendary sword as well.
Yeah.
So does he. So yeah, so
Ah.
I'm very excited for that.
I'm so excited. I've got like a rat deck,
Yeah.
obviously.
You do have
My
animal
cats
only
and dogs.
deck.
I love animals.
Yeah. So to clarify, Ruby's got like a rat deck, spider Australia deck,
spider
as well
crocs,
as a cats and dogs deck. So
and cats and dogs.
there
I
you go.
really like creatures.
Yeah.
I guess little
Bloomborough
creatures.
was made for you.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you have no idea. I am considering this set of getting a tattoo, my first magic tattoo.
Wow, like
If
the
I can
set symbol or something?
No,
maybe?
I think
Has to be a color
I'm
course
gonna
for you.
play a little bit,
Yeah.
find my favorite cute animal, and
Yeah.
bam, on my body. There it is.
Yeah,
Like,
that much dedication
Yeah.
to it. I think this will be the set that I would be so disappointed if it's bad.
Don't.
I-
Don't even put that in my
Okay.
head.
Yeah, no, 'cause
I've never
'cause
for
I-
1 second stopped to think maybe it would be not
No,
that great.
I've never thought that way as well, but like maybe a little bit. I'm like, I really hope it's not cheesy.
I'm not
Do you know
listening.
what I mean? Like Murders and Outlaws show that they can do like take a concept and do it fairly well. So I'm pretty positive. I'm optimistic.
I'm pretty positive.
Yeah.
And that's because I refuse to give in to doubt.
they are changing something with Bloomborough as well. They're changing how it normally says like enters the battlefield. They're just changing it to enters now.
That's right.
Yeah, I think it makes sense.
That
really,
makes
because
sense.
like battlefield,
And where
Sure.
else would it enter?
yeah,
I guess.
your hand, like I don't know,
Gem.
enters. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, and that's the start of the Dragonstorm arc. So we had the Omen Path arc, which ended with all was a Thunder Junction.
Mm-hmm.
So they're gonna start a whole thing now, and I think loot is like really the key to whatever
Everything?
this whole story is.
key to
So-
everything.
To everything, and so we're gonna find out what the everything is in Bloomborough. I think.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah.
No, I'm looking forward to that. This is probably the one that I'll pay the closest attention to the story
To
as well.
Bloomborough,
I'm
yeah.
going to eat this up.
I think I'm so excited. We're gonna freak out about Bloomborough a little bit. I
Oh
think.
yeah. Also,
Yeah.
this is where I start making all the like the typal decks.
Yeah.
Like rabbits.
Rabbits.
Raccoons.
Oh, okay. I hope there's a raccoon boss, man.
I'm pretty sure one of the precons
It's like a trash one.
is a raccoon.
Yes.
I don't
Oh, that's
remember
really-
any of the others.
No, I
but
don't.
but I distinctly remember
There's
like
like a-
raccoons.
There's like a rabbit one that's like politics or something, maybe.
Ah.
I can't remember, but I know that they split
Exactly
the
what
four.
rabbits are known for.
And they're just like, all right, look at here, see. Well, there's the last set that's being released this year is one that we don't know too much about, actually. It's Duskmourn House of Horror.
Yeah.
Again, part of the Dragonstorm arc. From what Wizards has said to us, it's entirely in a haunted house. So we don't know anything about what's going on outside, but it's just set entirely in that haunted house.
Entirely.
Entirely, apparently.
It's 70s, 80s.
So like slasher horror,
80s?
sort of like
Yeah.
style of film. I'm not like, are you a pretty
VHS style.
big VHS style? Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it'd be really cool if we get like some of those frames, like something like
Yeah.
like VHS like cover sort of like art.
Yeah,
style.
yeah, like
You
a
know what I
like
mean?
frame
Yeah,
or
yeah,
alternate art,
Yeah,
that kind
yeah. I
of thing.
think that'd be
That'd be
cool.
really cool.
That'd be interesting as long as the colors are fine. I mean, I'm just saying.
As long as it as long as the colors are fine.
It's a bit of a contrast, isn't it, from what we literally just talked about, which was Bloomborough.
Yeah.
Friendly woodland
Straight
animals.
from cute animals to horror.
Straight into, you know.
Yeah.
They've done horror before in Eldritch Moon. So Eldritch Moon was the set we talked
I'm
about.
gonna keep saying it before my time.
Yeah, well, no, it wasn't before your time, but like
It's
it
before my
was the set where the Eldrazi was trapped in the moon.
Oh.
So the first set for that was Shadows over Innistrad, which is the main set back in the 2-block structure, and that one was like something's going on in Innistrad, which is the very vampires and werewolves and zombies, and then in Eldritch Moon, all of the things got corrupted by the Eldrazi, and they started becoming like Eldrazi werewolf and Eldrazi angels, and it was freaky, and it was
so a different kind of corruption.
correct. So
Yeah.
not like Phyrexian construction,
Phyrexian.
but it was literally people were driven mad, and they would start tentacles and like third arms, and that was quite like horrifying and like a different sort of like a cosmic sort of horror. So now they're leading into like sort of like that kind of creepy slasher sort of like jump out. I really wonder how they're gonna do like jump scares and stuff like that.
I do really like the creepy.
Yeah.
as well. I love.
You're a very horror sort of person.
I don't like. I don't.
It's cozy magic.
Yeah, it's cozy magic. I like a little bit of horror.
Yeah.
There's a lot. I don't like gore, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
But I like the creepy, mysterious kind of horror.
Like murder mystery.
Like
a little
mysteries.
bit like
But
if there's a bit of like unknown, it's quite suspenseful, isn't it?
exactly, yeah. And then like creatures, super cool cryptids.
You're a cryptid.
I'm, I guess, a cryptid.
Miss Cryptid Australia.
Every time there's an event, someone gets a photo of me in the background somewhere,
Please,
and
please
I'm
display
like,
one now.
I'm like a straight
Just being
up
a little
cryptid.
gremlin, like
Straight
being a cryptid, yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like your family, so that's why you love him.
Yeah. I've started using them as like if people have me on for anything, I send them a cryptid photo
and
instead
they're
of
like,
a nice one.
Ruby sent it back. Like, Ruby sent us a real
Stop.
one. Come on. Yeah.
But it's very Stranger Things, right?
Actually, true. Now
Yeah.
that you mention it, yeah.
Did you ever play Dead by Daylight?
Yes.
Yeah, and there was like the Stranger Things expansion
collab or
or whatever. That was
whatever.
really cool as well.
Yeah.
So it'd be cool if.
Did you? Yeah. You go.
Oh, do you think it would be like a Stranger Things secret lair?
Oh, actually, they did do a Stranger Things secret lab before.
Oh.
Yeah, they actually did, and you know how there's a partner mechanic normally.
Yes.
They did Friends Forever. So it said, what did it say? This creature can be partnered with another legendary creature as long as it has friends forever.
Yeah.
So they can only be friends with. You could partner with one of them. So like 13 could be a partner with, I don't know, someone else.
Oh, that's so
remember.
cute.
Excuse
Like
me,
one of the
them.
kids.
Yeah, one of the
other
yeah.
kids.
And one of the cool thing is, what was the name of that? Like the cryptid in the show. The bad guy.
I
But you
can't-
know what I'm talking about, right? The bad one.
the cryptid, the bad guy.
Yeah, the bad guy. Normally how magic cards are like back to front. This one was upside down, so the card back was upside down. It's upside down.
Yeah, the upside
That
down.
was pretty cool.
That's really
Yeah.
cool. Oh, okay. Well,
I don't know. They
then-
could do like other versions of the characters, like Lord of the Rings did like 25 different Aragorns or whatever it is. They could do something similar for That's One House of Horror.
Maybe.
So who knows? Who knows?
No, I'm really excited for that. I'm also excited for because like Wizards always cook up really cool events here too.
Yeah.
I'm hoping they do
Is it like
something
a haunted house like sort of thing?
scary for it.
Yeah, that'd be good fun.
Yeah.
Well, that brings us to the end of the episode. So, well, thank you so much for listening and joining us on this sort of retrospective and what's the forward one? Futurespective of 2024 releases in Magic. Thanks to Rex Studios for having us once again. Thank you to our producer and editor, Mark Casa. So I got it right this
I think
time.
we just call him Casa.
Casa, I'll just say
Yeah.
Casa, just to not embarrass myself.
Thank you to our editor and producer,
Oh my God.
Casa.
Casa, thank you so much for doing this. To help us out on this, you could like this video if you're on YouTube, subscribe on wherever you get your podcasts, and just comment, what sets are you looking forward to? What did you enjoy from 2024? Personally, for me, I really, really enjoy Outlaws of Thunder Junction. I never thought I would say that.
Wow.
I really did. What about you?
Yeah, I honestly think me too. But
Yeah.
we did a lot of cowboying.
We did do a lot of cowboy.
yeehawing.
And again, it's a very social thing, right? I think if we didn't go to, Sovereign Hill.
There were 2-3 events as well
Yeah.
in local game store.
Yeah, so
Fortress Melbourne.
I think if we didn't do all of that, I wouldn't have enjoyed it as much. So it's such a everything sort of, you need to be social. Yeah. Wonderful. With that segue, thank you so much. Where can we find you online?
Oh, find me everywhere and on Twitch, Twitter, TikTok, all of the above. And Cozy Magic Club, you can find on all the socials. Please, please, please chuck us a follow. And please
do.
follow Casa MTG, our editor and producer, on YouTube. On
YouTube. He comes up with a lot of
fantastic-
informative videos. He's incredible at the editing as well. And you can find me on Instagram, Twitter, maybe Twitch. So we'll think about it. As well as TikTok now. I'll try to create some magic content for you. I'm not a content person, but I'll try my best. As Nigel Victus, so my name and then Victus. And yeah, but please follow us over here. That'll be good. And thank you so much once again. Have a good one.
Bye.
See you later. Oz off game.